Hi, we are in the WAD offices in Paris today. We're meeting with Bruno Collin, and we're going to talk about the family issue, the issue of WAD. It's an urban fashion and culture magazine based in Paris, and they are 15 years in the business. So I want to talk about what's hip in Paris, what do hipsters do in Paris, and get a little bit in depth of what's inside the 15-year issue, the family issue. So, Bruno Collin, can you tell us what's in the issue?
Hey, hello. We just came out with this issue, so it's to celebrate our 15th birthday anniversary. Not really the birthday, but it's the 15 years that we are launching. We launched the magazine in 1998. We found the idea in Ibiza. We was on the beach, and on that time I was working with different feminine magazines, and it was on that time so difficult to introduce new designer, to introduce new brand, to talk about the urban market. So finally we decided to launch our own magazine called WAD. Means we are different. It's a joke between we are different and we are different. So now we are out with this issue, the family issue. It's a totally different magazine in the construction because this magazine is totally free inside. You have different parts in the magazine. So we have this magazine in a box like this. So you can collect your magazine in a box, and inside you have like different parts because we split all the families of the magazine. So in fashion you have tops, bottoms, shoes, underwear, and so we decided to have like a part with top, a part with bottom, a part with shoes, a part with underwear, a part with accessories, a part with lifestyle, a part with motion, a joker part, and it's missing another one regarding the French brand, regarding the French designer, who was only for important buyers. So it's like a limited edition that we made with the French Federation to big buyers.
It's kind of like, it's a culture lifestyle magazine, but then it goes by the trends, because I like how you sectioned it off in different parts, so it's just like, if you're interested in shoes, you pull that.
Yeah, but the idea was just for the readers that they can understand that we are now in a new period in urban fashion. For me, urban fashion was born on the middle of the 90s, around 95, and a lot of brands was coming on the market at that time, like G-Star, for example, and a lot of brands was arriving from different countries. So some brand was famous on their countries, like Diesel in Italy, like Ripley in Italy, like G-Star in Holland, or Tommy Hilfiger in the US. And it was the opening of a new market. All this brand was arriving in Europe, and it was a kind of melting pot of brands. So that's why at that time we decided to launch WAD magazine, just to be a little bit the mirror of the market. So we was working, me and my partners, Brice Compagnon, who is a casting director. He was working at that time at Elle magazine. You know that Elle in France is weekly, and it's a very important feminine magazine, so we was working with Elle, and we said, okay, maybe it's a good time to launch a magazine regarding this new market, regarding jeans, regarding young designers, regarding new trends, new labels, and things like that.
How have you seen the market change for 15 years? How has the market changed for you as an urban since you started the magazine till today?
On that time, when we decided to launch the magazine in 1998, we tried to have an idea of the market, and on that time we found like around 300 brands on the market, and today we are working almost with 3,000. So the market is bigger and bigger. You know that the people now, they are looking to have a great look with a good product and a good label. So you have a full of quantity of different labels, because I think that is very important for the buyers to have an identity. So they build their identity with their clothes. Now your clothes is a kind of passport. You know, you can you can show who you are with the clothes that you are wearing. We said that we are what we wear, so it's a kind of joke that we build with the magazine, because we try to explain to the readers how the brand are working. When we start the magazine, all the magazine was always talking about the same designer, like Jean-Paul Gaultier, Thierry Mugler, Karl Lagerfeld, and things like that. But nobody was asking questions and doing interviews with brands from the urban market. Nobody knows about Nike, Adidas, Puma, and big brands, but also young designers. So that's why we decided to focus on this market and to try to explain who are behind this label.
Why did you entitle the issue the family issue? You know, why blood? Why is it the blood, the heart, the creation, and the styles, and there's a new tribe, and hipsters are taking over. So why did you decide to talk about family? What's family? What's urban family to you?
So we just to understand, we need to explain a little bit family, because in France, for kids, we have when the kids can play cards here, we have a very famous card play called Le Jeu des Sept Familles, and so you can play and you can ask for the father, the mother, the kids, and things like that. So it was the idea at the beginning, and we said, okay, here at the magazine we are a family who are totally different, because I'm 40, but I'm working with people who are 20, so we don't have the same taste. So we said we can try to do a magazine together. You will bring your idea, I will bring my idea, and everybody can, from the team, can bring different ideas to mix everything. Because in the future, I think now urban market is quite important, and Total Look is totally has been for us. So now you need to mix a little bit, of course, with urban market, but maybe some girls could be en haute couture or prêt-à-porter, and so the consumer are going in different way, in different direction, also in different market. That's why for this issue we decided to split the market, like top, bottom, accessories, just to show the different market, to be better in the future, to be better to mix our market with the other markets in the future.
Can you tell us a little bit about Renzo Rosso?
Renzo Rosso is very important for me.
The Renzo 55.
Yeah, I asked him to sign the box, so he made a special dedicate on the box, because this guy was born in 1995. And 55, of course, is a very important number for him, and he built also a label called 55 DSL. So, of course, as I was artistic director of Diesel during 2 years for the relaunching of the brand, I asked him to have special dedicate and to make an interview in the magazine, and I'm very proud that he is part of the magazine, because you know that the brand is very successful, but he's also the owner of Martin Margiela, Victor and Rolf. He's doing the distribution for Disquare. He is very involved on this brand who are the future. He is always talking, he's not talking about urban, he's talking about contemporary. For him, contemporary is the most important word for fashion, and I think the magazine is also going on that way, because it's a kind of mix between urban and couture. I think this is a new way where fashion is going.
And he's actually really nice too. Like, I've met him in passing at fashion shows, and he's always pleasurable, and he's always like, "Hi, how are you?" You know, he doesn't really judge people. He just looks at everything, and he's a philanthropist, I think, as well. He always likes to give to charity, and he's always doing charity work with the Diesel brand and himself, and giving money away to charities in Africa and stuff. So I really love Fashion for Applause.
Especially on that time, because they will launch in March a new collaboration with Bono, you know, the guy from Bono, and they will do like a label with Diesel, between Diesel and Bono, to help people from Africa. So he don't only give money to them, he try to help them that they can build and they can work in their different countries. So that's why I think it's very important.
Let's talk about what's in the issues. Now, I'm a really big fan of Thom Browne. So can you tell me, how did you guys come to the idea of including Tom Brown in the issue as well?
Honestly, it was not my idea, it was the idea of the editor-in-chief.
Okay.
So, because different people arrive with different ideas, and here on the team we are totally free. So it's a mix. So some people are doing things, other people are doing other things. So people are doing fashion, people are doing interviews. So the connection with Tom Brown was quite cool. So that's why they decided to do an interview, and I'm very proud that we are him in the magazine.
His spring show in Paris was really, really cool.
Yeah.
With all the colors and the fish and the baleine and the whales and the mannequins, the models coming out of tubes. So like, I thought that was really genius, and I felt it fit well with WOD as well, because because Tom Brown is urban, but then he's like a little bit Savile Row, but then he's a New Yorker, so he has that New York touch, he has that London touch, and then he has the urban concrete catwalk touch as well, because men as well, men are, giving us women competition for style on the street now, because like also in Italy and Paris Fashion Week for men, the street style this season, I think, was more interesting with the men and how they dress, and they were wearing Tom Brown on the streets.
Yeah, but we want to give different opportunity. For example, I just came back from Copenhagen because I was at the Copenhagen Fashion Week last week, and I discovered I was at the catwalk of Solland, and the show was totally super wonderful, and we already talked about this brand 2 issues ago, and I'm very proud that WOD is always the first to give opportunities to these people, to these young designers, to express themselves.
Who wrote the story on Angel Hayes?
It was not me, no. It was another part of the team, but they travel a lot, and so they came back with different ideas, so that's why it was another opportunity for the magazine to have them on the magazine.
Mm-hmm. She's actually really cool. She's another rapper from the States, and if you Google her, Angel Hayes, she comes from a background, she had a really tough background, which is interesting, and as a female rapper, she's putting more back into hip-hop for women, and I think that's really good in this issue with the 15 years, because it shows the progression, because I think 1998 was big in urban hip-hop, and it's just like, those are the days of Lil' Kim and Junior Mafia, and Angel Hayes is kind of has that flow like Lil' Kim, when Lil' Kim was still raw. So I like that as well.
It was important for us because at the beginning, when we launched the magazine, a lot of people was talking about the magazine that like a street magazine, but we don't like this kind of expression. For us, we are more urban, so we are mixing all these different talents on the same magazine, just to show that you can wear different spirits and you can mix also all the spirits.
Since the magazine has been alive for 15 years, how are you going to translate the new WOD digitally, new media? How are you moving forward digitally and new media-wise?
We have a website since the beginning, because when we launched the magazine, we won a very important prize in France, only for the website. We was the first for wodmag.com. So WODmag is existing since 1998, but on that time it was not so important, but step by step the website is more and more important. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have a lot of things. Just in France we have 60,000 friends on Facebook who are looking for news. But the magazine now is more dedicated for fashion image, and we will put all the interview and all the news more on the website in the future. We want to give a new direction of the magazine, more to be like a book of beautiful pages, beautiful images that we can build with photographers and with models, more regarding the image of the magazine, and all the news will go on the website.
So how important to you is Twitter and Pinterest and Facebook? Is it very important to you? What's your favorite social media tool?
I'm not. I'm a fan of Facebook because it's very easy to talk with your friend after work. But on that time, a lot of people prefer Instagram because you can post a lot of pictures during the day, and especially as we are traveling a lot, we can give the opportunity to give different idea of what's happened at Coachella in LA when it's a festival, or Yesterday night I was in a catwalk for regarding young designer with the French Federation, so you can post pictures, so I think it's quite important.
Okay.
You can follow us.
What can we expect from this issue? What's next for WAD?
The next issue will be as we was at the beginning, so that's why the theme is Go, because it's a new departure for us. We want to give a new direction regarding more mixing trends and not to be only focused in denim and sportswear, but mixing with contemporary, with a lot of different brands. So that's why it's like a new departure.
What's a new young designer that we should look for?
For example, Sulland that I saw in Copenhagen, I think will be very important in several seasons because all the journalists and all the buyers, when they saw the catwalk, wow, this guy is like 24 or 25 years old. Silas, his name is the name of the designer is Silas. He was already in one 2 issues ago. We introduced him for an interview. And the collection is wonderful.
Can you tell us a little bit about collection?
It's a mix between something very easy to wear, but a little bit sophisticated in details. No, it's menswear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's menswear. Yeah.
Where do you think menswear is going opposed to women's wear?
Menswear. Now I think men can. There was a little bit afraid of fashion. But now they are totally equal with female, and they love to be dressed totally different. So that's why I'm very proud of our name. We are different because I think it was a little bit more difficult for boys. But now look, I'm wearing today a leather jacket from Jeremy Scott from Adidas, and nobody was looking after me, and I think it's normal in Paris, and I'm traveling a lot, I'm taking planes, and I think it's quite easy now to wear these kind of different things.
Where are you headed next? Are you headed to New York?
I'm going to Bangkok
Okay.
next week for Fashion Week.
So you're skipping New York Fashion Week?
Yeah, because another, we are like almost 20 on the team, so some people are now in New York. But we need to be sometime at the office. So one season I'm going to New York, one season I'm going to Bangkok, one season I'm going to Paris, one season I'm staying in Paris. And I just came back from Copenhagen, and it was quite new for me because I was expecting more for the show. And finally, the Fashion Week was quite good. I discovered very nice talent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's good for the magazine. We are different.
Yeah.
So we just want to say thank you to We Are Different, WAD Magazine, and Bruno here for having us at the big, huge office here and talking to us a little bit about what's in the issue of family. It's 15 years at WAD, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
A lot of bordel. And as we are working in fashion, I have a lot of clothes in my office.
Okay. What's that? Is that what show is that picture from?
From what?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What year is
You
that?
know the photographers, they're always doing present, and they came with the image of their love. Mm-hmm. And he's my partner. I built the magazine with him. Mm-hmm. He's Boris. But you know, as this fashion week, they are all traveling. This is the history.
Since it's 15 years here?
No, not all of them, but it's the most important. This one was quite important. This is we made a dictionary from A to Z.
Oh, cool.
And we put all the brand in.
What's it like a brand catalog?
Yeah. And it was funny because for Urban Magazine we asked Karl Lagerfeld to do a fashion story.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
And we made with fake Karl Lagerfeld.
Ah ouais, c'est mignon, c'est cool.
But I'm here too. But he was there.
C'est cool. Did he shoot it as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was a fantastic idea.
He's the person that brings couture and urban together.
Yeah, he's very open-minded.